I am not prepared. Ah! I need to get the images real quick. We got things to yap. We've got things to yap about. Although, you know what? I might do something a little different. Mayhaps. Yeah, we're gonna do something a little different with some of these. There's too many pictures. Hello! Others be getting excited about RSA coming. Meanwhile, I'm scared because if a character that's based on the same thing as my character comes out, they basically get overwritten. I'm doomed. I don't think so. I don't think so. You can have multiple characters based off of the same ones. Like, I'm pretty sure Ortho and Ida both share Hades as, like, a character inspiration. But hello. We got some things to yap about. I'm gonna give it a little bit more before I go into it, though. But I do be excited for the RSA. Like, there's a lot to yap about with that. Let's first start off with this. How big is this? That's pretty big. Here we have the silhouettes. My MB, I shall see you next century. I can never get to see you full stream these days. Oh no! I will eagerly await for your return. Anyways, here's this. Silhouettes of the new boys. I am excited. I will say, they do have more interesting poses. Except for the one in the middle. He's kind of just chill. I like his vibes. Everybody else is so extra. I love it. And I've seen so many great fan art so far of people trying to guess what the characters look like just based on the silhouettes. I had to try that too. And I will yap about that a little bit later. Because how could I not? They just look so interesting. My phone hates Wi-Fi today. It's really cringe. Also, before I go, I gave one of my beverage Drinko characters beef with Floyd. It's pineapple. Also more female characters. I don't know. For your Drinkos? Because that's cute. It'd be cute. There was also a bunch of stuff updated for Twisted Wonderland. That's a long list of stuff that's been updated. You can now be greeted by staff members when you log into the game. Bye, Fabina. It's funny because, like, after I updated, the first character to greet me after the new update is Sam, and I'm just like, where's your card, sir? I need it. I need your card. I want more Sam lore, because he's kind of interesting. But there's also the 6-year anniversary event going on. Oh, I need to get that image. Hold on. We got another image. Got another image to look at. After admiring the silhouettes, I offer. Baby in his pajamas. Grim in his pajamas is so cute. He looks so cute. He's a little baby. He's a baby. Oh yeah, the home screen's also the home screen, where you can pick a character or whatever. That's updated too. Now I can have 5 characters in a rotation that randomly show up. I like that. And you can also have the card images as the background too. So that's neat. I have some pictures of that, but I already shared that online anyway. Yeah, anniversary event going on. So many silly little memories. There's silly pictures of that too. I shared that all over Twitter though. Everyone that came across my page, I'm just like, ooh, that's so cute. Anyways, I took my hand and made some predictions. Although some of them I just could not figure out. Because, I don't know, like, there's something about the Jasmine one and the fairy one over here with the hat or whatever that it's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. It's like, clearly all these silhouettes are very easily readable. It's just that I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on with the outfits. You can figure out the pose. It's just the outfits that are like, what's going on? I don't know. I think this one's my best one though. The little Alice boy or whatever. That's my best guess out of all of them because that's just how I draw this. I draw adorable cuteness and frilly outfits, so that one was kind of easier for me to figure out, but then again, I'm just like, other people did so much better. But it's like I wanted to try. We all know this boy's wearing shorts. I don't think the higher-ups at Disney will ever commit to giving these characters anything more feminine than what Vil wears. I'm sorry. But that's just what I think. Even though we deserve more. Deserve more boys in pretty outfits. This one was also hard to figure out too, the obvious lion one. Mainly because, I don't know, there's something... If I turn off the lineup, there's something here. Here. And I'm like, what is this? Is this gonna be like an accessory where the dorm logo goes? What is here? Because it's not the hair. And this is the tail. Because the hair you could see goes like, whoop. So I'm like, what is this? Although this one I feel like was the easiest also to figure out for some reason, despite the fact that it's probably the more complicated looking one. Like, you can see that there's a lot of stuff going on here. But I don't know. I think I figured out potentially Ryo very easily. That's gotta be Ryo. And then we have the Jasmine boy, whose outfit I could not figure out for the life of me. Because I can't tell, is this supposed to be like sandals, or is this supposed to be like shoes? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but you can tell that there's a baggy outfit. There's something going on. There's like something. I'm curious what this is, because it's hard to make out what this is. Like, I want to say it was the lamp, but that does not look like the lamp. But then again, this is a much more blurry image. And I'm hoping this is Neji. I am hoping this is Neji. I want Neji dorm uniform now, please. It was also complicated to figure out this outfit too, because it's like I can clearly tell like what the pose is supposed to be, but I can't tell what the cape is. Cause like I think his hand is grabbing the cape too. Or at least part of it. I think, but I could not figure out how to draw that, so I did that instead. And I'm like, I don't know. I think he's grabbing the cape, but I'm not skilled enough to draw it for some reason. So I just did this instead. This one was fun. The Megara looking one. I'm very curious about this outfit. Because, like, if you do this, you can definitely tell that he is supposed to be wearing pants. Just based on how this looks down here. And he's wearing very obvious sandals. And he looks like a skinny boy. But, like, defined skinny boy. It's got that young Hercules look to it. I like it. I like what's going on here. I want to know. I want to know what this guy looks like. For real. This is just my guess. I think I got the drapery right. I don't know, I've been drawing a lot of robes in my off time anyway, so I feel like I feel like I'm not too far off with how this is supposed to look, but then again, these were kind of lazy. These were kind of lazy doodles, lazy guesses, despite the fact that it took me all day yesterday to come up with these. Mainly because I can't figure out what's going on here. This is the one that gave me trouble. The one with the hat. But I've seen so many other really cute fan art predictions for this guy. And I can't shake the feeling that he has some funky bell bottoms going on here. Like, I can tell that that's what's supposed to be going on here. I just need to see it. Yeah, I want to see what this outfit looks like, because it's the most intriguing so far. And I need to know if this is hair or not. There's like a lot going on here, but in a good way, because it's like, how, what, who? Whomst are you, sir? I need to know. Although I feel like this is my weakest prediction. Then again, like, the actual character designs are probably going to be way more detailed. Returning here, I have another image. Because we do get a little bit of a preview of what these two look like and what their dorm symbols are. Let me just pop that up front real quick. Like, we get their a little bit of their face, and we get what dorms they're in. So we know at least what two Royal Sword Academy dorms are at the moment. We have Marina Finn and Dunas Mina. I feel like I'm saying them both very wrong. Then again, I feel like I say Diasomnia wrong sometimes. That one took me a while to pronounce. Although I feel like the Night Raven College dorms are easier to pronounce. I don't know. But I can't wait. I need to see what these two actually look like. The Jasmine one looks very tired. I think that's just the dorm makeup, but it looks like he has bags under his eyes. But I like the Ariel one so far. The fact that there's a fork in his hair is also so cute. I'm just like, ah! Like, just based off of the silhouettes, the Ariel one is the most striking. Like, I need to see this full one. I need to see this full fit. Show me, please. I must know. Let's see. I might do a little doodling now that I've yapped. Let's see what to doodle. I do still need to finish the model, though. I haven't finished the rigging for the new outfit yet. What do we have to do? I do not want that. Don't do that. Strange creature noises. whatever, we'll start from scratch. We'll start from scratch. Or I could just take that Ryle doodle and try and color it a little bit. I don't know. Let's do that, actually. There we go. Let's just select. Because, I mean, we do have a little bit of what colors he is. We have a little bit of that. I want to make sure I got everything. Copy. Paste. That was on the wrong line. Man. There we go. And let's just... Yeah, we don't need this anymore. Hello! Welcome! I was yapping. Do you want to see... Do you want to see this? You want to see this? I am excited. We're getting more. There's more of them. We're getting the RSA boys, the rival school, because they are becoming plot relevant to the main story at the moment. Welcome back, Marcus. I am excited. We're getting more characters in Twisted Wonderland, but these are for the story. I don't think there'll ever be cards for these guys, but we are getting to a point where Night Raven College and its rival school, Royal Sword Academy, are becoming very plot relevant. And we have these silhouettes for the other characters. I'm really hoping one of these is actually Neji in his dorm uniform or something, and we just get this knowledge now. Because before it wasn't relevant when we met Neji. It's like when we met Neji at first, the only reason we met him was because, you know, Vil needs his rival. You know, Vil needs that person he just can't stand. But like I'm hoping that's Neji over there. Yeah, we got new characters coming up. We got 2 dorms. And also Grim in his pajamas. I can make out a Robin Hood design. 2 characters from the right. I don't think any of those characters are supposed to be Robin Hood based. Again, RSA is like the inverse of Night Raven College. So I'm assuming most of these characters are going to be based off of either the princesses, at least for the most part. I'm also basing this on the trophy that we saw. That had princesses going on it. Hello, Mercury! How's it going? Pajama Grim, my baby. He looks like a cute little baby! Hold on, wait, let me do something real quick. I wanna see, I need to show all the background images. Will they have Cusco? I don't think so. Okay, so here's Grim. All these images brought to you by Monstro Lounge Official on Tumblr. Cause I need to show you. I'm not gonna have the sound on for this, but I just need to show you this real quick. Oh! Too big. The 6th anniversary promotional video. Everybody's in their pajamas. These are so funny. I love it. I do wish it was more animated, but I mean, they're pretty. But then the best part is at the end. It's the baby! He's such a baby! I love it! Yes, they did! It's sleepover themed. And then, you know, here we have the dorm. The RSA stuff going on. And here's just more of the still images from the video. But Grim is such a baby! I just came back from listening to Why Can't We Be People Too by Whatnots. Pillow Talk by Sylvia. I Remember You by Maya. Takanaka. I can word. I think this is my favorite image, obviously. That's a boy. Oh, by the way, live action Tinkerbell is gonna be real soon. It'll be a Disney Plus series. I only accept the Disney fairies for solo Tinkerbell content. I also listened to Time Traveler by Chromium. Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead, and From East to West by Voyage. Nice. Look at my son. Not my son. Look at my boys. Look at Ortho. Look at him. And his pointy teeth. I love him so much. I don't know what's going on here. What about Peter Pan? Side of Tinkerbell? I accept that as well. I didn't watch that live action Peter Pan. Unnecessary. But anyways, that, I had to show this. There's just too many pictures. Just pictures. Jamil being annoyed. Liam waking up in the morning. He looks kind of cute. Uphell suffering. Villain Rook. Floyd is me in the morning. Floyd is me in the morning. Get up, just scroll your phone. I'm just like, ugh. Also, I think this is one of the funniest images from here, too. Just Sebek dragging Silver out of bed. I'll go and rest now. Bye, Ambi. Bye, Marcus. Bye, Mercury. Thanks for dropping by. As I yap about everybody in their pajamas. I like how this image kind of implies that they were staying up all night just talking. These two rarely ever sleep. It's so funny. Although I think Lilia does need more sleep than Malleus, though. Oh, Lilia. Savannah Flaw. Leona's hair here looks very luscious. More than usual, actually. I like it. And then Jack and his cactus. His cacti. So adorable, I love them! New art idea unlocked. Make 6 anniversary cards for both your OCs and make new OCs inspired by the Disney good guys they don't include in the official announcement. Oh yeah, I've been trying. I need to come up with cozy pajamas for my creatures. Again, my favorite image out of the lot. Look at my boy Ortho, he's so happy. This one's funny. I don't know why. Just the thought of they wake up in the morning and they're just scouting. It sounds kind of funny. It's like, what are they doing? And then Ace and Deuce. Ortho is free floating! Ortho floats all the time. My boy flies. He comes equipped with state-of-the-art anti-gravity technology. Also, I just like these faces. they look so done. The one with Riddle looks like a Scooby-Doo reference. It does. It's so funny. And then there's the baby. Apparently everybody had ideas for Grimm's pajamas for some reason. Everybody was cooking ideas for Grimm's pajamas, and this is the one we got. And I love it. He's so baby! We don't need this anymore. There we go. I was gonna do a color test over here, so I'll probably just do that for the rest of the stream, but Grimm is just a little guy! Grimm is just a little creature! He's so baby! Why does Grimm look like he's in a prison suit? Don't question it, okay? He's in baby jail. Oh, baby in baby jail. I don't know, what it... Oh. I have a brain. Hold on. I just closed out of the window. Why did I do that? My brain was on autopilot and I X'd out of the thing. I did a stupid... I did an oopsies. I closed VTube Studio. Why am I like this? Almost there, don't worry. You cannot focus on big brain when Grim is being your second child. Pretty much. Grim distracted me. And I keep hitting the wrong thing. Give me my hat back, please. Give me my things back so I can pretend like I didn't just close out of VTube Studio like a dummy. I've returned. Oops. I did a oops. Oops. We're just gonna do colors. We're just gonna test some things out here. We're not gonna take this too seriously. What do you think they'll adapt the Royal Sword arc into the manga? At some point. We're only up to Scarabia with the manga. We haven't even reached Pomfiore's time yet. And I think Scarabia is gonna take a while because that is one of the longer arcs, but I feel like by the time we get to Pomfiore, that's gonna be the longest. And then Ignihide. Because so much happens during those chapters. And then Insomnia will take forever. Because the RSA stuff is coming in for book 8. I mean, RSA was mentioned very early on, but, you know, we never really had a time to really introduce them early on anyway, because they weren't important back then. We didn't need to know that much about them back then, other than, oh yeah, there's another school. Our rivals for 99 years. The rival school. The rival school is set to win for 100 years in a row, that rival school. We're entering our tournament arc. Is Royal Sword on another island like Descendants? No, they share the same island. That's what makes it funny. They're like, Night Raven College is located on a place called the Sage's Island or something like that. Sage Isle? And there's only 2 schools there, and a town in the middle. It's like a really tiny little island. In like the middle of the ocean. On one side of the island, you got Night Raven College, and then on the other side of the island, you got RSA. And I think that's hilarious. But like, there are other magic schools that exist in the world of Twisted Wonderland. We've seen one of them before, but it was a smaller one. And that smaller one is called Noble Bell College. And we only saw that one during the Halloween event. Basically, the whole island is locked in a never-ending faction war, and the poor town has to suffer the consequences. Pretty much. Something like that, yeah. Hands are so weird. And we have seen some of the RSA characters kind of show up outside of the main story. We saw some of the dwarves in Appel's hometown event. And I think it's cute when they just have some of these characters show up on side events. And I feel like with the addition of the RSA characters, I feel like it makes some potential events seem way more interesting. Like, there's a lot of potential with this now. Even though I'm fine with them not having cards. Especially if they're only gonna be for, you know, main story purposes. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Just made a tinier version of his face. I am curious about what these storm uniforms are gonna look like, because we know what the default uniform looks like for a royal sword. And I think it's funny that we didn't get what it looks like until we meet Neji, because Chenya does not care about dress code. Besides, I doubt it makes sense to focus on both schools getting cards, especially with the amount of students in lore we aren't privy to. Yeah. It's better for, like, event purposes, for, like, just, you know, the other side characters. A lot of assets to just easily reuse to make fun stories for, like, you know, events and stuff. Because I think it would be funny to see some RSA characters during a Halloween event when you're, like, going to the town or whatever, just seeing them show up there and then everybody's just reacting like, ugh, not them again. Or just being overconfident about how Night Raven College is the best when it comes to Halloween. They cannot compete. Again, I'm fine with these characters not getting cards. I just like them for the potential for more funny storytelling. Especially because you can't trust anything that the Night Raven College students say about these guys. It's so funny. Night Raven College is like, they're all a bunch of spoiled rich kids, yet they're also a bunch of spoiled rich kids at Night Raven College. They're projecting. Speaking of Halloween, I'm surprised they never made a Headless Horseman themed event. Who knows, we might get one eventually. I feel like Halloween is definitely the best time for sort of fun villain characters that never got to be part of the main story. And I feel like the Halloween events are always the biggest hype for this game. Because after all, Halloween is for the villains. It's when they take over the parks anyway. I am curious about the dorm colors as well. Because I think we only know one, and we only know the Snow White dorm because Neji's little magic stone is red. And so were the dwarves and all the other characters that we saw during the Chapter 5 stuff. Not always for the villains, Scully remembered. Well, he was the villain for the event, okay? Jack Skellington is a nuanced character. And the King of Halloween, okay? Besides, we ended up getting an Oogie Boogie guy. Halloween is still for the villains. Yeah, because now that I think about it, whenever we saw Chenya show up, he never had, like, a visible magic stone or pin on him. Heck, I didn't even know there was a difference between the Chenyas in the dreams during the Insomnia chapter and the actual Chenya. And it's just the color of his pants. That's like the only way you could tell the difference, because Chenya does not care about dress codes. It is merely a suggestion. The boy does not care. He's like, as long as I'm wearing the correct pants, you can't stop me. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention for the 6th anniversary, the event is a sleepover. Everybody's coming over for a sleepover, and we have a little book of memories or whatever, and some of these images are so silly and funny. I love it. And we finally have confirmation that all of Ida's hair is indeed hair. Wait, let me find that image, because it's funny. I have a picture. I have the picture, actually, somewhere. You're so silly! Let me show you this picture of Ida. It is hilarious. If everything would stop chugging. I need to show this. I love it. My poor boy. His hair got eaten by the Roomba. Grim does not care. But at least we know that that's all hair and not just fire. And also more random Ignihide facts. They have a security system that if it doesn't recognize you in 3 attempts, it'll blast you with lasers or something. And the funny thing is, they're kind of just gonna let you blast yourself with lasers. Well, Grim, technically. Grim kept trying to unlock something. And then Ortho and Ida are like, please stop doing that. Do not continue. You will get blasted by lasers. So now that the base is colored, I'm curious about what colors we'll have. Like, I know for a fact we're probably gonna have like this seafoamy color. We're gonna most likely have a purple color. Something like that. I'm guessing the dorm colors at this point. Like, we kind of have an idea. Sort of. Wait, I think I told something I shouldn't have, but whatever. This is like the general idea. I'm thinking purple and green. And silver. It's like the main dorm colors. Who knows? It might be pink. Ariel is one of those characters where they don't really know what color to make her dresses for the princess art. Because Aurora usually gets the pink outfit because they make Cinderella blue. And then Snow White is like 3 colors. The primary colors. So they just end up slapping Ariel with a bunch of different colors. Well, I feel like they usually do that seafoam color. Like, yes. The green looks so much better. I just can't wait for the actual reveals. I am fine with being completely wrong in my guesses. I just think it's fun to speculate. Also, because I want to see how these uniforms are going to contrast with, the Night Raven College counterparts. Like, are the themings going to be kind of different from the... I'm kind of just yapping, but, like, when I mean, like, the theming, I'm kind of talking about, like, how Arts of the Bill kind of has, like, a little bit of, like, a military vibe going on with their designs. And it's like, what's the opposite of that vibe for the Alice in Wonderland counterpart? What would the opposite of that be? I'm too lazy to color where I believe his dorm pin is. I'm too lazy to go into like, oh, this could be colored this could be colored that. We're not getting too specific here. This is just a general idea of what I think. Though I do like how this design has so much going on for it in a good way. Like, the other outfits, I'm sure, definitely have a lot of Easter eggs on them. Or, like, design references to the characters that they're based off of, but I feel like, at least with this silhouette, the little character details are so much more noticeable. He's covered in thingamabobs. Gadgets and gizmos, if you will. Who's its and what's its goal? Okay, I'm gonna stop. You get the idea. Oh, I almost forgot his makeup. Although everything's starting to lag. I'll have to come back to that. But yeah, I am excited for the RSA stuff. I can't wait for the next main story update. I feel like that's gonna come after the anniversary stuff for this month. Because the Japanese anniversary month is March, and I think the English one is January, so... So the English one already passed, I think. And March is the Japanese anniversary. So I feel like that event's gonna be going on for, like, you know, the rest of the month, and then at some point after that we'll probably get more of the RSA main story stuff. Like, that makes sense, and that's why I can't wait. I think there's other stuff coming out this month for, like, announcements or whatever, but, like, I'm pretty sure most of the RSA stuff is gonna be after the anniversary month is over. I just feel like they showed us the first two characters we're gonna meet during the main story update. As, like, a preview of, ooh, this is gonna be coming up next month, ooh. And, like, I'm pretty sure the Ariel character is Rael. Prince Rael, the character that was mentioned in Octavinel's chapter near the end. Like, I'm pretty sure that's him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. And I am curious about what the Alice character looks like, because I'm curious about how Chenya would wear a dorm uniform. Because he does not care about the uniform. It's so funny. Chenya does not care. I guess that's a good reason to show him off first, because he does not reveal too much about RSA. Anyways, we will come back tomorrow. Things to do, things to do. What will we yap about tomorrow? Who knows? But thank you for stopping by. Yee. Enjoy the rest of your day.